It's been a while, but I'm back with another installment of how to lose weight without really trying that much. Hi, I'm Mary of Paloma Life Wellness, and today we're talking about beverages and how they can be what's stopping you from releasing weight. When we talk and think about losing weight, our minds turn to the food we put in our mouths. We get concerned, even obsessed about portions, meal frequency, weighing food, and calculating macros. But how many of us think about the liquids we pour down our throats? This was a revelation to us when we went to a dietitian. We ended up there because we couldn't understand why the scale wasn't moving when food choices and intake were spot on. And the dietitian zeroed in on the gap right away. It was all about the drink choices, namely a lot of milk and fruit juice. On their own, they aren't bad health choices, each full of nutrients. But the truth is, you don't need them much or even at all when you're an adult. And actually, fruit juice isn't recommended for children now. We'll dive into why that is, touch on the most popular beverages currently, and best choices for both our health and for getting rid of excess calories. Because there's so much to share, I'll divide the info into smaller, shorter videos so it's not so overwhelming. Beverages are the most ignored component of any weight management plan and account for about 20% of our caloric intake. But get this, with the exception of milk, they don't leave us full. Let's talk about sugary drinks first. These are beverages with added sugar or sweeteners like fructose corn syrup, sucrose, fruit juice concentrates, and include soda, cola, tonic, powdered drinks, sports, and energy drinks. These drinks form the largest source of calories and added sugar in the North American diet. They have just about zero nutrients, but a ton of calories, about 150 calories on average, a can from mostly sugar. How much sugar? Imagine putting 7 to 10 teaspoons of sugar in a 12-ounce glass of water. These drinks also contribute to the risk of type 2 diabetes, gout, and heart disease. The high levels of phosphates in sodas, especially in colas that also contain caffeine, may affect bone health. This group of drinks are a major driver of obesity and can erode tooth enamel and cause acid reflux. Just as we saw with dinner plate and packaging sizes, food manufacturers have also increased the size of containers over time. In the 1950s, for example, the standard soft drink size was 6.5 ounces. Then the 12-ounce can was introduced in 1960. In the 1990s, 20-ounce plastic bottles replaced the standard. Now you can even find 1-liter sizes intended for personal use. And, of course, calorie intake has risen as a result. Teens consume more calories from soft drinks than any other food or beverage, at around 226 calories a day. 1 in 4 American adults consume about 200 calories a day from soda. Let's talk about what makes regular and diet soft drinks so addictive. Stimuli stacking. That is the combination of sweeteners, artificial sweeteners in the case of diet drinks, carbonation, caffeine, and flavor enhancers that target and satisfy the pleasure centers in our brain, mouth, and tummy. Carbonation satisfies thirst more than plain water, as those bubbles provide a lot of information for our brain to process. Technically, also, they are actually a source of pain on the tongue and in the nasal cavity, and cause a burning sensation that for some is off-putting and for others pleasurable. The flavor enhancers trigger our desire to drink more. The caffeine gives us that acidic buzz. What about diet soda? Is that a better choice? Well, it depends where you are in your health journey and where you want to go. I won't go into the Pandora's box of artificial sweeteners here, but in short, there's research pointing to ties to certain diseases. Diet sodas have no health value except if you're weaning yourself off regular sodas and or alcohol. If you already drink a lot of them, reduce your intake. And in all cases, try switching to sparkling water, which you can infuse with a little bit of fruit for an equally satisfying drink that's actually healthy and can shave some calories off your daily intake. Next time, we'll talk about the pros and cons of fruit juice, milk, and milk alternatives. Let me know in the comments below whether this was interesting, whether you learned something new, or whether you want to share an experience that you have had. Thanks a lot for listening, and see you next time.